So it didn't quite hit the mark. XRP holding up okay on the back of that news from the White House summit. We'll break down some of the key things, but underneath all of it, the expectation was high. There was some very bullish sentiments that I think people have missed. So I'm going to break them down for you in this video so that you are ahead of the game. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with all the latest when it comes to XRP, brand new tokens launching in the crypto space, as well as technical analysis and much, much more. And also don't forget, while you're down there, turn your notification bell to all. We live stream 4 p.m. Eastern every single day. So come and join us on there. But with that being said, let's get into XRP and the White House Summit. So like we said, the White House Summit, the crypto summit everyone's been waiting for, the hype of the week, well, came to a bit of a nothing burger. Also, people will have you believe there were some very interesting things underneath it all. If you peeled back the onion skin, which you know like we like doing here on the channel, there were some very bullish catalysts that I think truly align to some XRP values, and we'll break them down for you in this video. But overall, I think market expectation was high, and I think unfortunately to the public, it didn't quite deliver. Now, we'll never really understand what goes on behind closed doors, but I imagine there was lots of discussion around regulation, lots of discussion around how this is going to be a progressive work group that can kind of support the narrative of digital assets in the US. So all of that, I'm sure, will come over the next couple of days. Obviously, Trump announcing that strategic reserve took a couple of days for the market to process it before we then started to get back onto our regular programming. So what did we get that is bullish for XRP? Well, nothing specific. There was a couple of hints and a couple of, I guess, affirmative action that we could think about as this where it's going to go. More importantly, the reserve assets. Ultimately, it's explicitly to Bitcoin at the moment. Trump did share on Truth Social that he would also like to include prominent cryptos such as Solana, Ethereum, as well as XRP and many others. You can see that that's what came out. So we'll see. We'll see kind of where that goes to. Again, it's easy to commit, difficult to actually put into practice. But I guess overall, it's a positive statement. Okay, let's get into some of the nuances that we saw today. Well, before we get into the actual White House summit, there was some clarification around banks and the ability to now custody crypto, which is obviously very, very big. The OCC published interpretive letter 1183 to confirm crypto asset custody, certain stablecoin activities and participation in independent node verification networks, such as distributed ledgers, are permissible for national banks and federal saving associations. The letter also rescinds the requirement for OCC supervised institutions to receive supervisory note of objection and demonstrate they have adequate controls in place before they can engage in these crypto activities. Brilliant. Guess why this is good news? This supports the global adoption of XRP, the cross-border payment system that everything's been worked towards with. Again, you look at the partnerships coming into the markets. This is another step in the right direction. And more importantly, it does allow another open door for XRP to get into that kind of financial market. So that is bullish, which led us into the White House Summit. Now, I want to sort of just bring you to this. Treasury Scott Bessent was there. He was talking about the market and talking about how digital assets were going to play a key part in the future of the US financial markets. But he did say, quote, "We are going to keep the US the dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stable coins to do that. The fate of XRP is sealed," according to Amelia here. Now, what's interesting, when you break this statement down and you look at the people that were in the room, wasn't many of them that have a stablecoin. Now, Brad Garlinghouse and XRP obviously have RLUSD, which we know is deliberately been built for financial infrastructure to support the XRP narrative on the back end. But could this be a nod to, yes, we are going to look at stablecoins. We want to use them as the ability or a reserve. Who else has the ability to produce a stablecoin framework? Well, that's Ripple as well. So it's very interesting. I think this was, for me, one of the bigger moments. Other than Trump coming out and saying XRP is going to be in the reserve, I actually think this is a pretty big deal. We know that Tether's having some problems, particularly in Europe, so I feel that rules that out. We know things like DAI stablecoin aren't really the biggest narrative. We know that they're absolutely pegged back. You have Coinbase that I guess has USDC through Circle to a little degree. Outside of that, RLUSD seems like the most obvious choice. You've got institutional grade security with transparency that's unmatched, and more importantly, it's built specifically for the financial market and is underpinned and pegged with all of that XRP goodness. So this could be a big catalyst, which, like I said, not many people are talking about. The big question, though, that's on everyone's mind is, why did the market not pump? Why is XRP down 6%? Well, the reality is that, well, people just are selling the news. And I think that's exactly where we've been. It's going to take the market just a little bit of time to process it. But when you peel the onion skin back, there is some positive outputs from this meeting. And as as Brian Armstrong said, this is going to be a collaborative work group that is looking to bring legislation and, more importantly, under a pro-cryptocurrency president, can be very bullish. You double down then on the fact that we're seeing volatility shares listing for ETFs, 3 more going through as well. All very interesting timing, given the fact that we have Brad Garlinghouse in the White House. The only thing I thought that might come would be that SEC case being thrown out. But as of yet, that hasn't happened. But you never know. The week is yet to start in the coming few days, and that will be very bullish. And hopefully we'll have another strong week with a very good market as well. But as always, we'll keep you up to date with all the latest. So go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with everything in the market. And don't forget, if you want to buy some XRP and you enjoy trading cryptocurrency, heading over to BLOFIN. I've just partnered up with them, which I'm super excited about. We're offering you a fantastic bonus if you want to check them out. Link is in the description. You can see here, look, BLOFIN, we're offering 50% cash back by signing up with my link, up to $500 with a $250 voucher. Guess what? No KYC, secure and quick transactions. Definitely an exchange. If you're looking to trade leverage, you want to have a look at. So check out the link, as always, in the description. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.